Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Roarin the Werewolf, and this is going to be my Skyrim mod discussion video. I'm going to go through all the mods that I used for Skyrim, all the active ones, all the inactive ones, and just talk about them pretty much. Now this might be quite a long video because I have a lot of I have a lot of mods. Most of them are inactive though. And just recently on my channel I've hit 500 subscribers, which is awesome. 500. So I'm going to be doing my 500 subscriber video bonus set, which is going to be Clax's Rebuild Winterhold. I'm also going to showcase a couple of mods that change Winterhold a little bit in order to give it that little bit more oomph to it, because there's not a lot of decent mods that I've seen that change Winterhold at all. And since I'm doing since I'm doing all that stuff right now, it kind of fits in perfectly. And I will end up creating enchanted item after my 500 subscriber. I have to send him a message thanking him for, doing all that. And don't get me wrong, I thank all you guys that just got me to 500. But I'm OCD. I have to I gotta create an enchanted item for him because I don't want to walk through my Skyrim playthrough with 500 enchanted items all over the bloody place. That's just weird. So we're going to go down in alphabetical order of the type of mod genre it goes into, and a couple of little things about that. So yeah, bear with me, long video. First we're gonna look at is the first mod on my list on the Nexus mod manager is the airship Dovahkinder. Now I know I haven't used this mod a lot recently. When I got it, I done like quite a bit of it, and I actually need to probably do another mod first look because it's gone through a lot of upgrades. I need to actually test out a little bit more about the Dovahkinder, and it's gonna make a very large appearance in the Dragonborn DLC once I get to that, because that's gonna be my house. I'm gonna fly that to Solstheim, and I'm gonna use that as my house over there while I'm doing all the quests over there. So that's good. Yeah, it has a lot of little features that I have yet to test out. I haven't been in the airship for quite a while, and I'll probably do a little bit of mod testing with my streaming character Zaliena and do that a little bit. Next we have Breezehome Fully Upgraded. Now this is the mod that I use for Breezehome all the time. I really like this mod, and the mod creator, he has been kind of off the grid pretty much, I guess. I hear it has to do with family stuff, because he has yet to put in his 1.8 update, which adds a tower, which will add staff enchanter, I hear a spider forge, and a couple other nice little things to it. It's been a long time though since his last update, which kind of gets me sad. I keep on checking it ever so once in a while to see if he's done anything. Build Your Own Home mod. It's inactive currently, and I'm probably going to be streaming me doing this little bit, figuring out the mod itself in order to, I want to test it out. I did a little bit of diving into the mod a long time ago, but haven't really jumped too into it. So yeah, I really actually need to look into all of that. Then we have Draco's Hearthfire Homes exterior mods. It changes the outside look of the three houses that you build: Winstead Manor, Lakeview, and Haliarkin. And I'm going to be testing these mods extensively when I get to 1,000 subscribers, because I'm going to do Winstead Mine, wherever that bloody is, and Heliarchan Farm. I'm going to build those, you know, things. It's going to be a little tiny video set for my 1,000 subscriber bonus video. So 2 housing mods, and I'm also going to input and testing out these Hearthfire home mods, because I got a lot of them, as you can see. I have some down here for Lakeview Extended, but we'll get that into a bit. I also have tons of home mods by Eleonora, because I really like her work, and it looks like I probably need to download an update for this one. Elistrael, which is her wood elf inspired treehouse mod. I tested it out off camera quite some time ago, and I really liked it. I really liked the appearance out of it, but the lighting in it was way too dark. I'm probably gonna pop into a lot of these mods here and there just to try them out. Elysium Estate. Let me take a look at this mod, really, because any mod that I see on the Nexus, because I peruse it every day to check for updates, any new mods that come out, and I'm looking to see why I downloaded this mod. It's a nice home mod outside of Whiterun. I might want to take a look into. So I have tons of just stuff I need to look at. Hafenheim. Now Eleonora did like this weird little build your house kind of competition, and there's a person that I follow on Twitch. His name is Wheeze, I guess, with some numbers on it, but he created this house mod, and he is one of the people that is working on what is that mod called, Loftharen, which is this huge giant DLC type of mod, and he's still working on that. But during this time he created this. It has like a little quest where you need to, you know, grab the key and make it yours, to make this house yours, which is really good. Here's Halam Shoral, which I'm sure that there are mod reviewers who've already did little showcases of this. I'm probably going to do one too. This is a mage tower in what, the swampland up north near Solitude. Hasseldor, which is a mod I've already featured on my channel, which is another home by Eleonora. A house for vampires, and I have my vampire family staying there. Heliarchan Farm, that I already talked about that. Hjarm TNF, the whole TNF series is already active, and I've already did mods for those. The only one that I don't have is the Breeze Home one, because I already have that big one just right up there. Jackson's Droppable Statics. Why is this in the house mods? I don't know, but yeah, I just want to test out some decorating and stuff. Lakeview Extended. This is a beautiful housing mod, and I've toyed around with it previously before, but the reason why I have it inactive is because the Lakeview house itself is shit, utter and total crap compared to all the stuff that this mod adds surrounding Lakeview itself. And that kind of disappointed me, because when walking into your home and you see this crappy stuff, and then outside you have like blacksmith, you have a guest house, you have like little farms and a gate and underground passageways and a tower and everything, and a big giant like pool. makes me sad. Makes me sad that the house itself just looks like total crap. I tried talking to the mod creator in hopes that he would recreate the entrance, the main hall, and the second floor to the house, because I talked to him previously before, months ago, about why he should just, you know, update all that stuff. And he replied back to me that since, you know, the Hearthfire houses change depending on the person's preference, like the side wings and everything, he didn't want to tackle that. He only did a little addition to the basement, which I have right here, and that little tiny back room right before you hit the back part of the house itself. He only did those. And the reason why I wanted him to change the main hall, the entrance, and the second floor is because those parts don't change at all. He has yet to actually, you know, take a look into them, because he likes his other house mod that he created, which I can't wait to start. I'm really excited about that one. So Lakeview Manor is off the commission right now. Larger Hearthfire gardens, because the gardens are just like little crappy, all uneven. The little piles of plantable little places are uneven. That upsets me. OCD. This is quite a recent mod. Live anywhere. You create your own little shack anywhere you want, and it has basic construction techniques, basic, you know, it's just like, okay, I want to build a shack right here, yeah, out in the middle of nowhere, since I'm in this area. It's cool, and you can stack up many floors. There's a couple of mod reviewers who've actually done videos on this, and I've taken a look at it, and it looks really fun. I'll probably dive in that a lot later. More plants and recipes for Hearthfire. This adds a ton of plantable herbs that wasn't in the natural game previously before, but this mod is so old the mod creator abandoned it, which makes me sad, because there is a plant, the poison blossom. It's totally screwed up, and nobody's fixing that. Nobody's fixing that at all. But this is a good mod if you want to add some unplantable items like you couldn't plant before, like Crimson Nirnroot. And it also adds a couple of little stuff itself, like sugarcane and blueberries and stone. Just, there's an option where it has where you can purchase new stuff. So let's close that off. More Scum Estate. This is done by Dark Fox and Eleonora, which has her beautiful house appearance. And Dark Fox actually does a lot of the little stuff, like you build this. The house itself is right there, but you build inside of it. You add the little stuff and the little details, like you sweep this area, clean it off, and the area looks clean. And then now you've unlocked the ability to make a kitchen. Just little tiny stuff like that. You can also hire a guard, a chef, and something else. But the reason why I had it inactive, because I tried it and I tested it out, and it was great. It's a great house mod, but it packs a lot of punch. When you're in Dawnstar, it packs a lot of punch in there. The load time can be god awful, especially if you have some custom followers. Let's see, Nicer Severin Manor. This is the house that you get in the Dragonborn DLC. Since I have yet to get to the Dragonborn DLC, I haven't tested this out yet, but this is supposed to add a lot of lighting in the places that is dark, because Severin Manor is a dark house mod. It's a fantastic looking house mod in on itself without any modding or anything whatsoever, but this spruces it up quite a bit. The Northern Cardinal is a house mod that I've showcased before. I think I've done it for what, my 250th subscriber bonus special. I have it inactive now because, well, I don't like the outward appearance of the boat itself, and it's a boat. It allows you to ship anywhere, and the mod creator did like he kind of abandoned it because he's not looking to update it or anything like that. But another person decided to kind of take over it a little bit, because he built himself like a little tiny town, and Northern Cardinal is connected to this town. And once I've tried it out, I didn't like it. Here's the TNF Proudspire Manor. I've already did a video on that. Silverstead. This is another buildable estate, another buildable house mod, which I have yet to dive into. It pretty much is kind of a Dwemer thing. It's along the lines of Tel Nata, which I will talk to in a bit. But I'm actually into. I can't wait to actually dive into this mod. This little one right here, Some Privacy Please, is part of it's a house modification, because it dives into the 3 buildable houses you get in the Hearthfire DLC. Because whenever you build the master bedroom, you have your master bedroom right off on the side, and then the kids are on that side. There's no wall dividing it. This mod adds that. So Tel Nata 1 and Tel Nata 2, they're done by the same person who did Lakeview Extended right up here. And this is kind of like a mushroom inspired house from the Dragonborn DLC, and you literally create this. Hire NPCs if you want to. Fantastic. I have yet to dive into it because, well, I guess I'm lazy or something. But I really want to dive into these two to see the differences between the two and whatsoever. Terrace Porch for Breeze Home is a little tiny mod in the deep parts of the Nexus. It adds like a little porch right there on the back of your home in Breeze Home. It has a little cooking area, basically like a cozy little barbecue area in your tiny backyard. The Moors. What is this? I forgot what this was. Ah, it's a house right there on the lake. I really like lake scenic houses. I need to look into that. I completely forgot about this. Let's see, this next one right here is Raven's Breeze Home. Right now I have it inactive because this is a brand new mod, and I've already just showcased it. It should be in my last video. And the mod creator's continuing on updating this, and I sent him a message saying if he completes it and sends me a message, I'll redo my first look video and taking a first look at 100% completion of this mod. He was kind enough to actually have my video on his Nexus mod page, which I thank him for. And here are a couple of house mods by Eleonora. A Thief Player Home in Riften, a Thief's Hideout. Why is there 2 of them? A small apartment in the Ratways. Ah, okay. And a Mage Home, which I'll probably actually showcase in my 500th subscriber video set for Winterhold, because this adds a nice mod a nice house mod for a mage in Winterhold. Let's see, here's TNF in Dread Hall. And here's Winstead Mine. That is all my house mods. Let's scroll down here. Animals and creatures, horse armors, which I activate and deactivate all the time. One with nature, I haven't tried this mod out yet, but it adds creatures and new AI settings for animals and such. Skyrim Immersive Creatures mod. If you've seen a lot of enemies that you've never seen before on the natural game, this mod does it, which is good. I really like this one. Animation. I really hate getting knocked down because it takes forever for him to get back up, and that doesn't make any sense. This mod right here gets him up faster, and since I have a couple of Dragon Combat mods installed, they knock you down quite a bit. So get the hell up. I have yet to try this because it adds new animations for unarmed combat, and I'm not a melee. I'm not a fist user. XP 32 Maximum Skeleton, which is basically your must-have of animation mod, because a lot of scripts rely on this mod, like the one with all the equipment on, and like you see the bow and the two-handed sword that I have wielded, and the axe, and this mod requires it. So we got that. Now we're gonna scroll down into armor. I have a lot of armor mods. Some of them are good. I do have a slooty one here and there, but I don't use them too often. The ACR armor is by far one of the best armor mods I've ever come across. I have the Amidian-born textures for immersive armors, which is a very large mod itself, which is a must-have in my book too. Armor for clothing for kids, I haven't tried that at all because I don't have any kids that I have adopted, and I don't have a mod that allows kids to be my followers yet. Armor of Intrigue. This is another great looking mod with adds a lot of little cosmetic stuff like potions, and they each have their own like little buff where you can have on, but I don't have a character that I want to use this armor for yet. Blood Witch armor. This mod frequently gets active and deactive a lot because I like the modded, but I don't like the little armor. It's a Blood Witch armor and it has like a lion head on its shoulder armor, and it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Comfy Knight. I have yet to test this out, but it changes, I believe it changes the guard's armor. No, it doesn't. No. It's something. Yeah, I think I have it on for mainly a redesign of the companion's wolf armor. That's probably what it was. Crimson Twilight armor. This mod gets active and deactive a lot because I don't use it that much. Dread Hunter and Huntress mod. This is another mod that actively gets deactivated over and over again. Dream Burrow's Regal Huntsman armor. This mod is on my character all the time. You see my character wear it all the time. It adds a couple of different color variants to it, and yeah. I caught a couple of like little tiny weird mods, like the Dwarven Field Generator adds like a shield that has animations to it, something like that. No, this is not the animation one. This is the one that adds like a ward kind of thing going on to it. Dwemer Goggles and Scouter. A couple of Dwemer stuff that I like because Have yet to test this one out. Elven Rogue Armor. This is the armor that Janessa uses in all my videos. The black armor, which fits her perfectly. I don't think I will ever change her armor out for that one. The Evil Mastermind Armor. When I was looking for stuff for my vampire family, this armor mod came up from one of the commenters on my video, and I decided to give it to Eric the Slayer, which is part of my vampire family. So he has this mod on. Like, well, the Armor Pack, which is a Slooty mod, I have it inactive right now, but the mod designer for this is really good. I mean, really good. He did the Murder Assassin armor, which is down here. I have this armor for another of my vampire family followers. Immersive Armors, large mod, great, fantastic mod. The Lustmore Vampire Armor, this is what you see Serana in all the time. So she's wielding this one. Nightingale Armor Prime HD. This is basically a retextured of the Nightingale armor. I have yet to test it out because I haven't got that far in the Thieves Guild, so yeah. Noldoran's Ariel Shield retextured. This mod colors the shield itself into not only just the silver, it adds that gold stuff that you see, and all of the it changes all of those little textures from no, I have to scroll down the weapons to actually have that, but yeah, this just changes the texture of the shield for silver and gold. Looks beautiful, looks fantastic. North Girl Armor for UNP body. This mod gets active and deactive a lot because it's UNP, and I use CBBE body type for females. But this person, this mod is actually wielded by Aelia the Huntress. I decided to give her this, so she's wearing this. A Make robe, which is a mod I found on, I peruse Japanese modding review sites, and sometimes they have some really good ones, but most of it's all slooty. Most of it's all slooty. Let's see, what is this one? Oh yeah, this adds nothing really big of note. Shinoa armor. I've used this off and on, and the first time I've actually showcased Zaliena on my channel with the other elves, she was wearing this armor. Scarlet Dawn armor, Skull armor. Yeah, this is the one that changes the guards. The Skyrim Knights, which I have yet to look at it. Kind of don't want to screw anything up. The Soletta Necromancer outfit, which is done by the same person who did the Murder armor set and the Gwelda armor set. Scarves of Skyrim. Anytime you see a follower of mine having a staff in their hand, it's kind of like a shield, and this mod adds like a bunch of staffs, and you can actually change to the polarity instead of having the staff as a shield, having it as an attack. So this is a decent mod for a mage character. Dark Brotherhood retextured armor. I have yet to dive into that because I haven't touched the Dark Brotherhood stuff. Warmonger's Armory, one of my favorite armor mods. This mod, Immersive Armors, and the Aesir armor got to be my top 3 armor mods that you have to have if you play a modded Skyrim playthrough. Ah, that's right, here it is, yeah. The wolf themed custom retextured for Company Knight armor. Yeah, it changes the companion's look to it. I have very little audio mods installed, but mostly has to deal with werewolf sounds. I did have like a Zelda theme music change, but I got rid of that. Let's see. Join Dawnguard as a vampire. Ever since I became a hybrid, the Dawnguard people didn't talk to me, so I had to find a mod in order for me to actually continue to communicate with the Dawnguard, even though I was both werewolf and vampire. Oh, scroll down to the city mods. Yes. I have very few active city mods installed too. And some of them I need to get rid of because I have, you know, too many of them. Expanded towns and cities changes all of the little holds and little tiny towns here and there. It doesn't change the big ones at all. But the reason why I have multiple ones is because, well, I'm changing Winterhold, so I have to have the one where I can choose which cities I want up. So that changes that. Let's see, I have a couple of mods that I will test out later, like the Dark Brotherhood Reborn and the Complete Solitude. I have Fort Dawnguard improvements. This mod changes the Fort Dawnguard to make it look beautiful. Not messy, no cobwebs. But the thing about it is you had to complete the Dawnguard DLC, all the quests for that, because it screws up the actor pathing, the NPC pathing. A couple other Dawnguard mods that I tried. High Rothguard interior mod changes. It adds like nice little sections of High Rothguard, just in case if you want to stay up there. I tried those out. Immersive College of Winterhold. This is the mod that you're currently viewing right now. Fantastic mod. Fantastic. I love this mod. And he's added a bunch of stuff. I also pointed out a couple of like little bugs to the mod creator, so he might have updated it, which is probably right there. Yeah. JK's retextured for the cities mod. I have every single one of them, but I don't have the ones active for the little holds because I have the expanded towns and cities. So I have Riften, Whiterun, Solitude, Windhelm, and JK's Winterhold is active right now too, because that's gonna be a mod I will showcase. And Quax's Rebuild Winterhold is active now, so I'm getting ready to do that. Neutral Hjorm, and I wanted this mod right here, Neutral Hjorm. I'm probably pronouncing it bloody wrong, and I am. It unlocks the ability to buy this house, so you don't have to actually do the Civil War itself in order to get this house. I have that. Windhelm Bridge overhaul. You've seen it in my earlier videos, but I've constantly activated and deactivated because of frame rate issues and just pretty much testing out stuff. Skyrim Radioactive. I have yet to test this mod out too. This changes a lot of stores, a lot of interiors of the stores. It changes a couple of outside stuff too for Winterhold, which I have yet to dive into. Let's see, clothing. I have more children's clothing because I hate the vanilla ones. The bags and pouches for Bandolier. This is another highly recommended mod that you have to have. Trust me. Cloaks of Skyrim. It looks, yeah, it's good. It adds a lot of cloaks for the holds. It adds a lot of cloaks just in general, and it adds like secret cloaks that you end up discovering across Winterhold. I mean, across Skyrim. So yeah. Elaborate textures retextures a lot of the vanilla stuff, a lot of the vanilla clothing. Expanded jewelry, which adds a lot of jewelry from every single ingot that you can make. Field Mage outfit. I believe my werewolf character Anne is using this one. Mage Backpack. Right now, Belren is using this, but I haven't figured out a way to actually change that little flag on the back of it, because right now it has like the Dawnstar Sanctuary thing on it, and I've seen the mod creator have like different variations of it, different like magic schools on it, unless he changed it. Yeah, I see it right here. It has a new little flag. How do I get that flag? I don't know. I have to look into it. Scarves of Skyrim I have yet to activate, but it looks good. Looks good. Noble Wedding Dress, which was... I should probably deactivate it since I'm not using it anymore. I was going to have like a video where I marry Zaliena for my main character, but it didn't pan out too well, so I should probably deactivate that. Yeah. The Oscare Culort outfit. The goggles that I use on my main character and on Zaliena comes from this, but yeah, it has a lot of it's a good looking mod. You should try it out. Pierce ears changes the earrings that you get in the game, so there's new stuff. Noble dresses I have yet to test out. Torcs I have tested out before. It adds these like little necklaces that, you know, basically Torcs. If you haven't seen one before, just check it out. Ultimate Assortment. This is by far one of my favorite mods. Adds a bunch of swords, shields, jewelry, and you've seen them used. I even have an enchanted item or two named after subscribers with this. Westwind Combat Series. I thought I had this installed. Search behind it. I thought I did. I'm gonna have to check this out. Yeah. And Cloaks of Skyrim. This adds the furry ones, not the thin ones in the one above. Alright, let's go down. True Storms, which I have yet to install because it's a brand new mod. This changes the water and terrain enhancement redux, adds a couple little plants, changes the ice, changes the little boats. They wobble now. Let's go down to followers. Amazing follower tweaks. This is the follower mod that I use and constantly get questions about. Like, how are you having that many followers? How are you changing your characters into werewolves and vampires? This mod does it. This is the mod that does it. So give that a look-see. Orisa, Valifor, Hoth, Indigo, and I believe I have Vielja are the big giant follower mods that actually do more than just appearance. Like you've seen them all over the Nexus, and at least one pops up every day of a new follower mod, and that just does nothing but follow you around and has that their little combat stuff. But these mods actually add dialogue, voice acting, all kinds of nice little tidbits and stuff, interactions. Oh, so give any of those follower mods a look-see. Familiar Faces. This is the mod that allowed my character to have my other character, Zaliena, by his side. It takes your main character, copies it, and throws them out into the world of Skyrim while you're on a new character. The reason why I have it inactive, because having your custom character from another playthrough accompany you increases the load time quite a bit. So I have it deactivated now. Follower Goes on Trip. I have yet to try that out, but apparently anybody you've had in your party before but are now at their house, they go off on adventures, from what I hear. Gyarm is is an animal companion I tried on my night elf character, because I'm trying to find a good pet companion mod. I can't find one. I just can't find one. Ugh. I have a couple. I have the cheat child Maisha. I've had her installed active at one time just to test her out. But here comes the beef. Mariable Serana. My home is your home, which allows any of your followers, you can say, oh, you live here now. That's how I have my vampire family living in Hassador. That's how I have my wolf pack in your Vascure. Segdustrous Serana is the appearance mod I have for Serana, and allows you to change some stuff about her. I mean, you can change her hair, you can change her eye color, which is really good. Her hood removed, because I hate that hood. And here is the Skyrim Beautiful Followers mod that I have installed for some of my characters like Lydia and Belveld and Anne and Aelia. Now there is a mod, this mod does come into a clump version, a like tiny compact version, but there are a couple, it doesn't add like Aelia with no face tattoo like the one I have, or Bjorga with no face tattoo, Iola, Janessa. I don't want that. I want my characters to look good. Slave Pack Reckling, which is basically a pack mule. So once I get into Dragonborn DLC, I'm going to go ahead and activate him and probably start calling him Short Round. You know what I'm talking about. A Snow Elf follower, which I do have a pretty follower mod that doesn't actually do anything else other than the... I'm guilty of it, yeah. Sophia, another one of those great big extensive mods. The Return of Thorold Grade Maid, another great fully voice acted mod. Tinkerbell, I have a fairy. Sometimes I want to see this fairy, so I have a black haired version and a blonde haired version. So a nice little cute little follower that flies around and does little stuff. Yeah, I have that. The mounts, Tomba Jumba. Tomba Jumba. I've tried this out here and there. It adds like mounts, custom mounts with special armor, like a saber cat with elf armor equipped. It looks good. And then we scroll down into gameplay and mechanics. Ace's comprehensive enhancements. This changes the perk tree around, but I have some parts of it active and some parts of it deactivated. It allows you to pick and choose which ones you want. The bolt quiver stuff. You've seen my main character with the quiver on his upper butt, lower back. I have a problem whenever I change from bows to crossbows, and it screws up the placement of the weapons that I have equipped, that I have shown. Like the two-handed weapon gets stuck into my shoulder, and the crossbow or the gun, since I have Dwemer guns now, gets sucked into the body, and it looks horrible, which is the reason why I haven't used crossbows or guns yet. This changes around a little bit. This allows me to use at least the belt, the crossbow quiver, because it's off on the side. The bolt pouch was off on the side, which is sticking in midair, and I couldn't figure out a way to fix it. This helped it, but I also have it like not installed for female characters, because you've seen on my recent video with Zaliena, she doesn't have her stuff on her side, on her lower back. She has it in its normal position. Auto recharge weapons. There's some weapons in the game like Oriole's crossbow, Oriole's bow, that has very awful like charges for its magic abilities, and they get unplenished too fast. This fixes that. Alright, I have increased difficulties for combat for NPCs. Dragon combat overhaul. Hearthfire attacks disabled. I will end up activating that after a while. Improved dragon shouts, because the shouts suck naturally in the game, except for Unrelenting Force and the ethereal one. Yeah. Though the throw voice one is pretty good too. Alchemists have ingredients. If you are trying to level up your alchemy, and you're tired of the shopkeepers, the NPCs that are actually supposed to have ingredients, this amps it up. Multiple floor sandboxing. It allows NPCs to not only move from one floor to another, because the NPC pathing is pretty crappy naturally in the game. Let's see. Tired of random NPCs talking to you for no apparent reason? No NPC greetings. Just for you. Predator vision for vampires and werewolf characters. It allows me to see body heat. It allows me to actually see it amps up my lighting, much like a Khajiit does. Royal Bloodline I have to check out because I haven't dived into the vampire perks too much. Run for Your Lives is a mod that allows NPCs to actually run away from dragon attacks instead of going up and facing them, which is good because it didn't make any sense to begin with. Skyrim Uncapper, it allows you to go past 100 in the skills, in the perks that you know, blah, you know what I'm talking about. Stones of Baron Zaya, the quest markers, allows me to see where all the stones are, because I've done this quest many times already and I don't feel like looking them up on the wiki anymore. Timing is everything. It delays certain quests, like that courier that comes talk to you at level 9 about the Hearthfire stuff for Falkreath. You could amp up the level, have them come by later. You could even decrease it, whatever. Let's see, vampire werewolf hybrid. You know, you could be both. No sun damage, because I tried to find a mod that allowed me not to take sun damage since I'm not fully vampire on my main character, because it made no sense. He's a hybrid. He can be in daylight. I do have the silver weakness though. I stuck with that. A kill move mod that allows me to, well, show more kill moves. Blah blah blah. A couple more werewolf mods, and when vampires attack, allows NPCs to run away whenever vampires attack. Let them go inside their houses. Ooh, wow. Like I said, long video. Long discussion video. Apache Sky Hair for male and female. It adds tons of new hair designs, which is great because I like changing my characters around here and there. Apocryphs Dragon Priest mask. This changes the look of the Dragon Priest considerably, and not the scary one that is actually pretty mostly downloaded on the necklace. This is not scary, it's more artistic in a way. Beards, because, you know, gotta have beards. Let's see, making my male characters look more pretty. My female character's body looks pretty. Glowing eyes. It allows me to have glowing eyes for the night elf and for the vampire and the werewolf character before my werewolf kind of turn into hybrid. It changed this one. Superior lore friendly hair. Instead of that whole glossy, like waved in the wind painted look, this adds a little bit more grain and roughness to it. This adds more eye colors, and Vampire Lord retextured. So I have that going on. Whew. Okay, let's go down even more. Bat Travel Vampire for Dawnguard DLC. That is this mod allows you to transform into bats, and you don't have that just dash. Just allows you to fly places. Cutting room floor. This adds a lot of cut content that was supposed to be in the game, but of course was cut. So this adds all of that. Well, not all of it. There are still some little stuff lying around that is not in there. Dynamic loot. This changes chests. This changes whenever you kill an NPC, they have more stuff on them, because I'm sure you've already seen the sheer amount of crap that is on on an NPC whenever I kill it. So yeah, tired of all that crappy stuff that you get. Equipping overhaul. This is another question I get asked. How do you have all those weapons on you? This mod does it. Equipping overhaul. Check that shit out. Fairies of Skyrim. This adds little tiny fairies out in the world that brighten up in the dark nights. So yeah. I was gonna install this. I forgot to do it. I'll do it in a bit. Harvest overhaul. Tired walking up to a snowberry bush and only picking one berry, but then all these other berries disappear? This mod changes that. It allows you to pick 3, 4, 5 berries at a time. Kissing. Lover's Comfort mod. Now this I did this in order to get a couple of screenshots for Zaliena and my main character, but this mod is totally bugged to shit. So if you're looking for an actual makeout kissing mod, this is not the one. This is just for screenshot purposes, I guess, because 10% of the time it works. 90% of the time your characters are flying all over the bloody place. Lanterns. This allows you to create lanterns in the world of Skyrim and place them anywhere you want. And more immersive looting mods. This adds the golden pitchers, silver pitchers, statues, and whatever to make looting more immersive. Player head tracking. This allows your character to actually look at people whenever they're talking to you, like NPCs do. So yeah, you look at a person, you're talking to them. This is one of those mods that is much like equipment overhaul. I tried to. This is another one of my attempts to get the crossbows and the quivers to work. Silent bards. Tired of bards singing those crappy songs all the time? Get them to shut up. This is the mod for you. It allows them to play their music without the singing. But this yeah, gets rid of all that. Sky Realism is a time mod that slows down the time progression in the day. Since Skyrim is not really that it's barely noticeable. Yeah, I turned it off. It's barely noticeable. Thieves Guild. Former Glory Enhancement. I have yet to try this out because I haven't completed the Thieves Guild stuff, so I'll get that much later. and wearable lanterns. This is a good mod. I've actually had this mod installed early on in my playthrough. It allows you to have lanterns equipped onto you and give off their own light, so you can walk around in darkness in the dark areas of Skyrim at night and have light going on for you. Alright, what is this? This is new. I don't recognize this. Or it's old. One of the two. It's the kitchen. It's not as cluttered. Looks like it's more than that. Changes the interior. Oh yeah, this mod changes the interior of the Hearthfire homes. And the exterior. That's right. Yeah, I'll dive in. Yeah, I'll look into that. Yeah. Let's go ahead and move this up into player house. Get that up there. Magic. I have been perusing the necklace for magic to increase damage, duration, whatever, because my weapons are overpowered already. I mean, they're pretty badass, but magic is so I have a couple mods to increase the damage of magic, increase the duration. Destruction multicast, Easy's artifact disenchanting. This allows you to disenchant Daedric items for their enchant, so you can put on other items. So that's a thing. Forgotten Magic adds new scrolls into it, new spells into the game, and as you continue using Forgotten Magic during the progress, it gives you perk points to put in those spells to give it new attributes. Forgotten Magic and Midas Magic, if you're playing a mage character, are must-haves. Must-have mods. Trust me on this. Let's see, Scrollcraft. I originally had Skyrim scroll crafting mod installed to begin with, but whenever I tried to test out, try to create scrolls, it wouldn't let me. It wouldn't bring it pop up. I had all the ingredients, I had all the stuff, it just wouldn't do it. So I had to find another Scrollcraft mod. And this doesn't add it in Winterhold. This does. This is in Winterhold, but this isn't. This is at the major holds and cities. And spell crafting for Skyrim. This is another must-have mod if you're playing a mage character, because with the immersive College of Winterhold, this adds that area for spell crafting, which I'm going to test out later on, somewhere along the lines. Now, we scroll down a little bit more. These are shops. The Merry Snowberry, the Bloody Tankard are holiday mods. Like this one's for Halloween, this one's for Christmas. Adds shops that adds custom little items like presents for the Christmas one, and pumpkins, jack-o'-lanterns for the Halloween one. Let's see, I found a mod that allows me to have a spider crafting shop. The thing about it is it's right outside my secret entrance to my home and Breeze home. So it's right there. Come out of the waterfall, turn to the right, it's right there. And Kankaraya, I have yet to try that one out. It's a couple of custom clothes, and yeah, I haven't dived into that one that much. Jackson's Renamer and HDT High Heel Game System, blah blah blah. The high heels changes your height whenever you're equipping stuff with different armors. Oh, I'm talking too much. I haven't talked this much in a long time. Certain armor mods, certain clothing mods requires this to be active, and I do have 1 or 2 lying around that has to have this mod change your height whenever you equip something new. Jackson's Renamer, I have that because there are certain items in the mods, their spelling's all weird, so you can just rename objects, rename people, rename whatever in order to fit your preferences. Like I have these dwarven bleed lightsabers basically, and I changed the name because they were all undercase, and that OCD. This is these mods right here. These 5 are from Eleanor. These are also house mods, but she kind of abandoned these in a way. Let's just say she's not updating them, but they're in her library and we could download them. I have no idea what bloody this is. I have no idea. Yeah, I will not dive into that. More Midian-born textures, because this is in models and textures. This changes the look of armor and weapons throughout the game. Lean Wolf's better shaped weapons. Instead of having that two-handed elf blade sword with its like huge fracking clumpy stuff, this thins it down, make it a little bit more immersive. So you have that. Equipable horns. This adds like dragon horns, antlers to your character or whatever. I could probably have it for my night elf character because it would make sense to have a night elf with druid horns like Malfurion or something like that. White file replacer. I'm sure you've seen this before because I've done the first white file quest. I haven't got far enough in the main story to actually gain access to the second one. Valskar. I have that primed and ready to go for one day. When that day hits, I don't know when it will hit, but it will hit one day. This is my brand new glammed up Males of Skyrim because I'm tired of Farkas and Vilkas looking like crap. And some of my other characters like Belran. Belran's no longer bald. He's no longer bald. Oh, I got something. I got a message. Okay. Let's see. This changes the children's appearance and makes it look a little bit more better, because I will eventually come across a moment where I will adopt a child in the game. I just don't know when. Serana dialogue edit. This changes. This adds more dialogue to Serana. He's trying to update it in certain situations, trying to take bits and pieces of Serana's actual voice. This is going to be a long, extensive one for the mod creator, but so far it's been working decently. Let's see, Moonlight Tales. I just recently downloaded this and recently put it in. Mule the Lioness is now Werebear, but I have yet to see her change. It's not giving her, it's not changing her, so I don't know if it's working properly or not. Here's some patches, unofficial patches for Hearthfire, Dragonborn, and Dawnguard. I got another HD physics thing. I don't know what mod I have that is needing this active. It has to be something. There's a mod that I'm using that is requiring this to be active. And my friends were messaging me. I'm recording and shit. Helgen Reborn. I've already done that series. The series is already on my channel. You can check it out if you like. But I'm leaving the playlist open. Like, I don't have a final episode, I don't think, because I will add another mod showcasing the house when it's completed, because it takes little bits and pieces from whatever you're doing everywhere else in the world and adding it into this house. So, less tedious Thief Guild quests. You know, whenever you're doing the Little Thieves Guild quest, sometimes you'll walk into the cistern and you see that jeweled goblet just appear. You left, it wasn't there before, but it's there now. The requirements for how many quests you needed to do in order to fill up that area, this shortens it considerably. Moonpath to Esware, this is primed and ready to go whenever I'm feeling like doing that. Parthenax, whatever. The dragon that helps you out in the Greybeard's questline. The blades don't give you a choice whether or not to let Parthenax live. Because if you say, "Oh, I'm not killing him. He's a dragon who's helped me. He's actually on my side," the blades don't talk to you anymore. This mod fixes that, because I've always hated that bit. I've hated it so much. The Wheels of Lol. It is another quest mod that I have installed and ready to go for one day. I will try that out sometime or another. Now we're getting into the races, the different races. The Kaleen race mod basically allows you to create a Draenei type character, though some of the stuff looks a little weird. Like the horns have this weird little glowing effect. I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like it. But there might be a moment where I'd be able to make this actually work. Hopefully. Ronso of Skyrim. This is the mod I use for, Kamari and all that stuff, which I'll probably end up doing an update video, because I did that first one before. I'm going to do an update one because he's added a bunch of other little tiny stuff in there, and I think he's still working on it. I'm not sure. Might have to send him a message or whatever. Let's see, Dovahkin's perks. I have yet to try that out, so I have no idea what that does. Now we're going to get into the unassigned versions of stuff. This is the mods that I found that are not on the Nexus, that, well, are from other sources, whether it be the dark parts of the Skyrim modding stuff, or just from, acquaintances or people, like engineer stuffs. I got this from a link from Eleanor before she decided to say, okay, I don't want this out in the middle of nowhere. I managed to grab that from her before she ended up deleting the link. Hearth feathers, clothing, outfits. I even have that wedding dress. This should be that wedding dress I have. A huge red glowing wedding dress that looks bloody fantastic. It comes in pink and white as well, though. Little goth dress setup going on. Yeah. All right, let's continue on going down. We're almost at the end. Almost at the end. Quality world map. I have this active and inactive at times. Categorize favorites. Anytime you see my favorites pop up on the screen, this is the mod I use for that. Dragon Soul Converter is a mod that allows you to use up those excess dragon souls, add them into health, magic or stamina or even perk points, and you can set the limit, because it's originally set 1 for 1, but I've set 1 dragon soul for 50 health, magicka, or stamina, or 1 dragon soul for 5 perk points, because that makes more sense, because it's a dragon soul. You should be able to get more than just 1 for 1 or 1 for 10. And J containers is required to have for your familiar faces mod. You have to have this active in order for that. Map markers complete. This adds a lot of little tiny map markers to the world of Skyrim for those little tiny dwarven ruins you may come across in the world, or the dragon mounds. Just little tiny stuff that seemed like they could have had a marker but didn't. Memory blocks log. That's for editing reasons, pretty much. Gopher did a video about this, and it's just the reason why I have it. More HUD. This allows you, whenever you look at an item, like look at a snowberry bush, whenever you see it on the screen, it has all the ingredients things right there. And also at the bottom of the screen, you'll see how much weight I have, how much gold I have, or something like that. It's at the bottom when I ever look at something. So does that. Race menu. Race menu is the mod that I managed. It's what I'm using. It's how I got my main character the way he looks. It's how I got my night elf character, how she looks. All with this one mod. Well, that combined with all the other glammed up mods I have for my character. And Sky UI, which is a necessary mod. Necessary. Oh, we're almost there. Almost to the end. This video is probably long as shit. Oh my god, I'm going on. Oh, I'm looking at the time now. Frame rate FPS limiter, because I do run in those moments where the frame rate drops, like at major cities like Windhelm or Markarth. A couple of Jackson stuff again. Positioner and utilities. Skyrim Clean Saber. I used this recently mainly because I wanted to get rid of all that junk stuff. Like anytime an enemy drops his weapon, or an ash pile is still there on the ground, this removes all that clutter. So you can do that for your saves. I did it for Skyrim and I did it for Fallout 3, so things are running a lot better now. Let's see, this changes the quiver. I have it on the back, but I have other mods that do that. We're now getting into the weapons. Dawnguard Dwarven Rifle variants. This is the mod that adds the Dwarven guns to the game, but it also adds that ethereal stuff that you've seen in my Ethereal Forge video. All those weapons, the sword, the bow, all that, it comes from this. I know it doesn't make any sense when looking at the name or anything, but it does. Let's see. Dragonbone crossbow. This adds another crossbow in the game with a dragon head onto it, and it's made out of dragon bones. Dwarven beam blades is what I have on my character all the time. Like he has like a sword and a dagger, and you've seen them on occasion. I'm sure you had. Elemental arrows is a mod I recently installed for my night elf character, because she's an archer. I wanted her, instead of having just different damage variants of arrows, I wanted her to also have like fire arrows and explosive arrows and freeze arrows and lightning arrows, because she comes from World of Warcraft. She's used to having arcane shot, multi-shot volley, all kinds of other stuff. I wanted to give her a little bit more variation on her arrow stuff. Faction crossbows. This adds even more crossbows into the game. One from the Thieves Guild, the Companions, the Dawnguard. There's a dwarven recoloration variant. I think the Dark Brotherhood. There's a dragon one too, I think. I don't know. Let's scroll down here. I don't see. Yeah. Fodu Mayotu. I pronounced that bloody wrong. Adds a very powerful katana in the game. And this adds elements to that very powerful weapon in the game. Now here's the mod. If you've seen the last couple of videos of my Dawnguard playthrough, the variants for the swords, the sheaths, the coloration, this adds those. Fantastic looking. You should go ahead and watch that video if you haven't already. Heavy armory. This adds pole arms. This adds spears. All kinds of new weapons to the game. So give them a look-see. Yeah. Adds clubs, hatchets, mauls, staves, short swords. Adds all kinds of weapons in the game. So yeah. Great. And even adds specialty stuff. Like in the Dawnguard add-on, it adds an axe, a two-handed axe, and I think a one-handed mace. So let's see. Immersive weapons is another huge mod done by the same creator who did immersive armors. So this is another weapon mod that you should have in your inventory. Also, another one of my favorites, it's a brand new one. Katana crafting. It adds different variants of katanas in the game that are, well, there are katanas for immersive weapons, but these are different. These look a lot better and more interesting too. Like the Daedric katana adds this like little glowing light, comes up, and it's pretty cool looking. The glass one adds like this kind of shaved look for the blade itself, and different hilts, different sheaths, all kinds of stuff. Let's see. Lilicor. I have it. I don't have an active, but it's the talking sword. I haven't tried it. It's the wait, is it the talking sword? I think so. I'm not sure. I have magic sabers, which is going to be making an appearance recently since I'm in the College of Winterhold. So using magicka and making it in the saber form. Nightingale crossbow, Nordens, Oriel's, and quiver retexture. This changes the look of Oriel's bow and adds that gold part to it, like it did with the shield earlier on in this video. It also happened to do that for the swords and the other weapons up here. So that was an added little bonus, I guess. Scoped bows. You've seen me use this a lot. Oriel's bow is now scoped bow. The bow that I have equipped right now is a scoped bow. Fantastic mod. Fantastic. The Huntsman is a mod that I haven't tried, but I haven't installed, mainly for the reason is you go around the world of Skyrim, and if you're lucky you'll end up fighting like little bits and pieces, little schematics or whatever, of this bow, and you build it, and you upgrade it, and it adds like little features like a counterweight, or a knock, or reinforced thingy. Uniques and unique weapons redone. This changes the look of the unique weapons in the game, like the Galder staff, the Galder blade. What else? The hag, the hag staff or something. It adds all those unique weapons that are in the game that have special names. This changes the appearance of them, so give it that little bit more unique look. And finally, Tears of the Abyss. I have yet to try this mod, but it is another katana, but it has razor waves and this like little grabby thing at the tip. It looks cool as shit. I just haven't installed it and tried it out yet, which I should. I should. Oh my god. Okay. I believe I am done talking. Let's not do a this is way too long. But yeah, that is the mods I have active and inactive for my Skyrim playthrough. So now I'm speechless. I'm bloody speechless because I forgot my outro. But you guys stay furry. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subbing. Thanks for giving me over 500 subs. And I will see you all in the next video.